YosoBoho. Welcome back to another Thursday night thrift. Tonight is part 2 of the Savers shop along. We were at Savers on Tuesday, and I will include a link to that video here. If you missed it, you can check it out. No worries, you can look at it after. It's 2 different areas of the store. Tonight we are going to focus on the wall of bags. If you've ever been to a Savers, you know that there's one huge back wall of pegboard and a gazillion bags of little things. So Beth and I took some time to go through and check that out, and we found some pretty cool stuff. So let's take a look at the wall of bags. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can find. I started here with these little salt and pepper shakers. They're not so little actually, and they would have been cute for Easter, but apparently $2.99 did not float my boat. And what's interesting now looking back is the bag right next to them had an awesome set of like mini beer mugs. I totally missed them, and thank goodness my aunt did see them and scooped them up. They're pretty great, and you'll see them in a little bit. It's very overwhelming, and your eye just goes to everything. I mean, in this case, I was like, ooh, silver. Let me check these out. Here, I pulled these. These were like a little Oneida set, and then I just threw them on the floor. I think I dropped like 3 or 4 things by the time we made it to the end of the wall. Nothing breakable, by the way, but my aunt is so funny because anytime that you drop something, she's like, she makes this gasp, and it's like, I felt like just, they're the beer mugs. They're the beer mugs. She got them. I was so jealous, and I was right there next to them. I had my opportunity. It just goes like that. But look at that. There's like 6 of them in there, and they're all different. There was like a little Budweiser and a little Heineken. I could see Heineken in there. Really neat. If I find some comps, I'll put some comps up here. What do we find here? Oh, some tiki. Look like, oh, bottle opener. Yeah. It's funny because I only know what I came home with. You know, I didn't pay too much attention. Oh, you know what else is in there? I'm pointing at, that's an Alaskan knife. It has like a curved blade on it. My parents actually brought home one of those for me, and I think my sister got one too when they went to Alaska. So that was a really good knife in there. Checking out some, looks like some maybe note cards. I'm always looking out for thank you cards and packs of note cards. You can get them cheap, find them, get them cheap. That was a cool bag. Looks like it had some colored tape and stuff in it. By the time we got about halfway down this wall, it was so funny. Beth kept handing me bags like, did you see this? Did you see this? And I was like, did you see how much stuff is in my cart? I have no more room. Which actually bit me in the butt later, and you will see we get into something where I should have taken it and I didn't, and it caused a whole comical adventure. So wait for that. Did
you find it?
This was a nice big bag of, I think there were notebooks in there. Yeah, there was notebooks and some pads of paper, and I want to say some markers. I'm not exactly sure why I put this back. That was a great deal. I think it was like $2.49 or something. Yeah, $2.49. I should have picked that up. But then I saw this, and this was amazing. I just got my phone. I got a case for it that I didn't like, and here, look at this. When I first got my iPhone, I went to Five Below to get a case, which is where you should go because they're really cheap, $5 if you didn't know. But I didn't like it, and it was too thick to let me charge it through the case. So I was very happy to find a mesmerizing glitter iPhone case from my phone.
Oh my gosh.
Here I find some salt and pepper They almost look like Fitz and Floyd, those little stacked Christmas packages. They were nice. I was showing them to Beth. We're trying to figure out, I think, what else was in there and if it was worth picking up. Looked like there was an older flashed red set in there, salt and peppers. One of them said something about the zoo. It didn't go in the cart though, so we must have figured they weren't that valuable. Those were some tea light holders. I think they were kind of like little pineapples. Some plushy, small plushy things. It's so hard because you realize that this is only like 1/10 of the wall that you've seen so far. Oh, there was some cute kitties in there. So it's like, you know, you have a ton of things left to see. I thought maybe that was a little like piano baby in there. But it turned out to be modern, so it was not an older vintage piece. Oh, I love that frog. I forgot about that frog. It's funny, I looked for him when I went back. And yes, I had to go back the very next day, and you'll find out why. But I did look for him when I went back because I remembered him, and I thought, if I'm going to go back, I might as well pick him up. And I did not find him when I went back. So somebody else thought he was cute too, which is good. He got a home. What are these? Oh, some plastic. Look like maybe a resin or a plastic sheep and a zebra in there.
Oh, see, now these look like they were...
All right, here we go. I did grab this, so let me share this one with you. Out of all of those things on that big wall, and I picked the small painted wooden things, of course. These are fun. There's probably, I don't know, 12 to 15 little characters in here. They're all painted. They're all probably made in China. In fact, this one says made in Taiwan. It's just a little basketball player. There's some cute ones. There's a Santa and a Mrs. Santa. Where's Mrs. Claus here? They're kind of adorable. $2.49. I think that's a good deal. There's a little cradle here. These guys are cute. They have skates. Not a lot of value, but I think as a lot, I can probably lot them up and sell them on eBay for, I don't know, 18, 20 bucks. And then there was just this little set of lights with them. So not bad for my first bag. Next, I spotted this entire bag of what looked to be salt and pepper shakers shaped like little dogs of some kind. Had to see the praying hands. And there were 5 of them in this bag, which was confusing because that's not 3 sets. That's only 2.5 sets. So here I am showing them to my aunt. And then I looked down a couple of pegs, and sure enough, there was another bag of 5. So it turned out that I could get 5 whole sets. This was a nice little find because with the 2 bags, there were 5 sets total of these cute little salt and pepper shaker. I want to say they're either, what, Dachshunds, Dachshunds, some people say it both ways, Basset Hounds maybe with the ears. They're cute with their little gold noses and eyes. Very simple, kind of stylistic, kind of cool. And they're made by this creative co-op. They're just neat. One set sold recently for $13 or $14 with free shipping. That's not bad. That's not a whole lot. But when you consider that I have 5 sets, even if I sell them for $10 a piece, that's 50 bucks. And that's a nice little return. So I'll likely put these on for $10, and I will charge a little bit of shipping because, you know, they'll ship pretty easily. But that's, you know, that turns out to be a nice little return on investment. The very next bag that I find has this strange little thing in it. You just saw it by my thumb. But more importantly, this adorable sleeping rabbit. Now, I apologize for the camera angle here. It's pretty bad. And then yes, I have to look back at what my aunt has. But take a look at what I found in this bag here. All right, so this guy got my attention. He was what was in the bag that I was like, I need to have that. Look at that little sleeping beauty. Oh, he's adorable. He got my attention, and then there was a second thing in there that definitely cinched the deal. And that is this tiny little box. It's a tiny little bird box, and it's hand painted. Can you see the detail on that? It's beautiful. It's signed by the artist, Nancy Gribble. And Nancy, you did an awesome job. This is a beautiful little piece. I love it. So those were the two things in the bag that I was like, I gotta have. And these will both likely go over to the booth, just because we're looking for spring and an Easter type of thing. So those both kind of qualify. And then these two were in there. They are plastic, and they actually fit in a little cheese kind of holder, which would have been cool to have it, but no, it was not with them. And I learned that things get separated. The bags get, thrown together. So they may have had their little stand in another bag, and I just would not have known. Which brings me to the last thing that was in that bag, which I really did not understand what it was at first. I thought maybe it was like a sloth. It was confusing. And then I looked at it again and I realized it's a baby, like in a little, swaddled in a little carrying blanket here. What's really weird is it's a salt shaker, and the salt comes out of its eyeballs. I'm not kidding. Is that the weirdest thing ever? So I was really confused by this because I thought this has got to go with something. And then it clicked and I realized, oh my gosh, I know what this goes with. So let's go back to shopping so you can see the rest of the story. I liked this bag of wooden things. I think there was like a shelf hanger, kitty cat there, hand painted. But my favorite thing was this piece of wood that was like a deer head carved into it. I want to say I take it over here to show my aunt. He was so cute, and I'm all about the deer this year. Anytime I see deer, I feel like I have to buy it. I don't think they went in my cart. In fact, I remember my aunt picking up later and saying, "You didn't take this?" And I kept saying, "Look at my cart." I had so much stuff in my cart. And then, pay attention, because right here, my aunt shows me this bag of stuff, and she says, "Look at the bird in here." And here in my hand is the stork that goes to my salt baby. I had it right there in my grasp, and I said, no, he looks like just a single. He's so cute, and yeah, he's vintage, but I just can't. I have too much stuff, blah, blah, blah. And back on the wall of bags he went. And yes, we had to go back and get him. Can you believe it? I had that thing in my hand. They got separated. And so I didn't realize what that baby was until I came home that night and I pulled the bags apart, and here was this weird thing. And then it just clicked, and I said, I know exactly what goes with that. And I went back to my video and rewound it to find like where that was, so I could see on the wall. Like if I'm going to go back, I need to have an idea of where it was because this wall is huge, and I need to see what else was in that bag because maybe it would help me identify it. And sure enough, I could see in the bag this really bright fish. It had black and gold, and I thought, okay, I can do this. And so I got up the next morning, found out that they don't open until 11. I think it was on a Sunday. And so decided I'm driving all the way back to reunite this salt and pepper shaker. And here we go. The drive to Willowick is about an hour. Something between, 50 minutes and an hour. And I'm a little crazy, but we went on down the highway and it was a beautiful day. So heck, I didn't mind taking a drive. Off we went to find this bird. Look at the clouds in the sky. Oh my Lord. It's a beautiful sunny day. Deceptively not warm, just sunny. Be a minute late. Better step on it. Now we have a red light. It's the lake, by the way. Right out there. Lake Erie. No turn on red. The bird is a word. Said the bird is a word. Everybody knows about the bird. I said the bird. The bird is a word. Aw, cute dog in that car. Alright, come on, light. I was like, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Please be here. Please be here. Don't say I came all this way for nothing. Where are you? I see things I recognize from yesterday. Oh, there's those clowns. We don't want those. And then I spotted him. He was still here. Here he is. I got him. So this is later that night when I am reuniting these pieces. I got home. I was out for almost the whole day again, and I got home and I was so excited to bring them together and just to check out the bird and make sure that he was in really good condition. I could tell through the bag that he looked really good, but I wanted to check him over, and sure enough, he was in really nice shape. So here we go. The bird and the baby back together again. Look at how cute. Weird and cute, right? Reunited, and it feels so good. Reunited. Alright, so if you didn't know by now I'm weird, now you know. I had to reunite them. Just knowing that this guy was out there and that I had his baby, I had to bring them together. It's just who I am. But y'all who are watching, you get that already, and hopefully you stick around and you enjoy it a little bit. I was going to keep this set because I thought after this adventure and the story that it is, that it would, have a home with me. But you know what I would like to do? I think I would like to turn this little set into our 1,000 subscriber prize. I've been looking for something artsy, weird and artsy, kind of like I've done in the past for those little milestone prizes, but isn't this kind of weird and a little artsy? What do you think? I think I need to start an entry. so that we can give this away to some lucky person who needs a salt baby in their life. Let me know what you think about that. I think it's a pretty good idea. And I think we can maybe in the next video get some stuff going for an entry for this. But look at how wonderful. So weird and wonderful. All right, so of course, because I went back to Savers, you know I had to check that first aisle and see if they had any new figurines. And oh my gosh, my camera was about to die, but I captured one thing that I gotta show. It is an opalescent deer made by Fenton. And he's in beautiful condition with his little flower. Oh, the lighting, I know, is weird. Let me hold him back here. Look at how pretty he is. He is marked with his sticker. He's not an old piece, but he is a pretty desirable piece. And he's a deer. What did I say? I'm all about the deer this year. I think that he will sell for somewhere between $20 and $25 maybe, plus shipping on eBay. He's adorable. I love him, and that was such a good find. I found one other thing besides him. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, and I'm just YosoBoho Rescued Treasures on Instagram, same as YouTube. You probably saw a picture of these because when I first got them, I had to share them out. They're just adorable. And I may have said this in last week's video, but something about like little white creatures with dark eyes that just gets me. They're so cute. This is a collectible set. They were made by an artist. I will share the information down below. And can you imagine having a whole like collection of these? Oh my gosh. I love that I found them in this shape because they have the most delicate little tails and these ears. My goodness. They're perfect. They're perfect. And I will probably be listing them on eBay. You know what? I think these may go to the booth. These may go to the booth. Unless somebody out there sees them when I put this video up and decides that they need them. But I think this is one thing that you see in person and you have to have, where I don't know if somebody's really going to be looking for them on eBay. Yeah, they might have to go to the booth. I don't know. What do you think? I was so happy to find them and, you know, the deer, the Fenton deer, when I went back to get the bird was everything. That was the whole reason for going. But the fact that I found a couple more things was pretty wonderful. And so that was it. That was my trip to Savers and then my re-trip to Savers. And I thought that was kind of fun. I hope you guys had fun too. It was just something different, and editing it together and being, you know, a little goofy about it was just, you know, just me. So I'm glad you came along. I really appreciate you watching. Please, if you haven't subscribed, why haven't you subscribed? just hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me out a whole bunch. Comment below about the shaker. Do you think that we should give this away as the 1,000 subscriber prize? Let me know what your thoughts are on that. I think it's a pretty cool idea. We'll figure that out. So definitely leave me a comment below, hit that like button, subscribe, and share out so that we can continue to grow the channel. I appreciate you guys. I will see you either sometime this weekend or next week. All right, take care.